You know, uh, now that you define culture for me, when I was growing up, it was only one culture, and that
Hmm.
was America.
Yeah.
Anyone that was born here, it didn't matter the color and all that. They
Hmm.
were just American. They wouldn't. It was not divided, so it made for an amazing country. And I guess now that we've allowed all these other people to come here from other parts of the world, it has divided because those people that come here from other part of the world don't seem to fit in with America because they have a different mindset. Do you think it was a mistake to let all these other people come into America?
I think I would question that premise just a little, Jesse, if you don't mind. I think America is a country of immigrants. You and I, our people didn't immigrate, right?
We were
We didn't
born here,
immigrate.
right?
We were born here after our people were brought here. But the rest of the country, our indigenous siblings and African Americans, indigenous people on the land from the beginning, African Americans brought to the land to farm and till the land as slaves. That outside of that enslavement and outside of indigenous people, everybody else here comes from someplace else. They come from Poland, they come from Great Britain, they come from, Spain. So we were built uh, in the context of difference. So I don't think the people immigrating now cause the division. I think what causes the division is a resistance to the plurality of the society, right? Like if what we think means American is white, straight, wealthy men, or landowners, or not Mexican, not Jamaican, not Dominican, not African. If that's how we roll, then we have that kind of tension. But America has always been like a they say melting pot. That's not true. More like a salad, right? There's all kinds of diversity here always. But I think because America is becoming more brown, I think that there is a resistance in white culture to the diversity. That's
Amazing.
what I think.
I agree with you that it seemed that the Indians were here, but it was not America. They were just sitting around living in tents and doing nothing, smoking peyote. And if the white man had not uh, discovered America and believed in God, and with the help of God, they created the greatest country on this side of heaven, there would be no America. Am I right?
No, I don't think you're right.
Why not?
I
It
don't
was
think
the white man who
well, I don't
founded and built the country, right?
well, I don't think the indigenous people were sitting around in tents smoking peyote. I think they were living
They
with
were
the
killing one
land.
another, riding horses, and doing nothing. You know what I mean? So I
No,
understand what you're saying about that. They were doing more than just smoking peyote and getting high. They were killing one another, eating one another, and stuff like that. I do agree to that.
no, I'm not saying that.
Oh, you're
I'm
not
not
saying
saying
that?
that at all.
What
No,
else were they doing there?
they were living in the land, on the land, raising children, hunting buffalo, raising corn, making food, making children, living on the land. And then the Pope told the Spaniards, go and discover America. And then the whites came, and then the whites took the land.
Do you
And
agree
then,
that if it wasn't for the white people finding and creating the greatest country, there would be no America? No, we would not be here. We would be somewhere else. You agree to that?
I agree that this nation was named for Amerigo Vespucci, who was a ship runner who, quote, discovered America.
Right.
So this
And was he
land,
white?
he was Spanish, and this land was called Turtle Island by the indigenous people. So no, it wasn't America, but
Really?
it could have had a different trajectory. It could have been different.
So it
Yeah.
wasn't Columbus who discovered America?
No, he found it, but he didn't discover it. It was already here.
It's
It wasn't. It
amazing.
wasn't Columbus.
Um, it wasn't Columbus. So if Columbus had not found or discovered, however you want to call it, and then got together with some other white men and with the help of God and created the greatest country on this country. You notice everybody and their mama trying to come here. It's not like it's not the best place. Would that be an America?
There would be. something.
But it wouldn't be America, right?
No.
Amazing. Are you grateful for that?
Am I grateful for?
That they did found and created the greatest country on this side of heaven, America. That the white man did do that. Are you grateful for that?
No.
Are you not grateful?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm embarrassed.
Why are you embarrassed?
I'm ashamed that this land was stolen. I'm ashamed that my ancestors were kidnapped and built it. And I'm ashamed that white supremacy still hijacks the agenda here. And that's not all the white people, but the founding principles of our nation leave so many people behind.
Amazing. Can you define white supremacy for me? Because I don't know what that means.
Yes, you do.
What does it mean?
Don't you?
No,
Don't
I really don't. Because I hear a lot of black people saying that, and I wonder why they think that white people are superior to them, because I hear a lot of black people calling white people white supremacists, and in my mind, it sounds like they believe that white people are superior to them.
Well, that's not what it means.
What does it mean then?
It means that since the founding of the nation, Thomas Jefferson wrote a paper called Notes on the State of Virginia. And in that paper, he was trying to convince Paris to come to this nation. And he described blacks as not as beautiful as whites, not as emotional as whites, not as loving as whites. And he began a trajectory of pseudoscience that sought to prove that white people, white skulls, white beauty, white language, white everything was better than blacks or indigenous. And that's the beginning of white supremacy. And that's what it means.
That's why.
It doesn't mean that I, as a black person, think the white people are superior. It
so
means
why would you use that word, the whites supremacy? It implies that you believe that.
No, it doesn't imply. Can we stop for a minute?
Yes.
This is not the conversation I thought we were having today, and I feel very uncomfortable.
No. I'm just following about something to get an understanding from you.
Yeah, but I feel uncomfortable. Like this tape's going to go out in the world, and some of these things that we're saying don't make me feel comfortable at all.
But you write about them and you talk about them, so I just want a better understanding because I'm black and slow. A lot of things I just don't understand. That's all.
I don't feel comfortable.
All right, relax. We're doing fine.
No, I know I'm doing fine. I'm saying I don't feel comfortable.
Oh, but relax.
So I'd like our producer, whoever that is, to pause tape. I'm not going to do this interview right now. It doesn't feel comfortable to me.
But all I'm doing is following up on what you have said to get an understanding why you feel so uncomfortable.
Because it doesn't feel like we're having a conversation. It feels like it doesn't feel like we're having a conversation. And I feel uncomfortable that when we put this in the world, it might not be clear what my point of view is.
No, you're very clear. My point of
view is not that white people are superior to me. My point of view was not that I'm afraid of black people in Chicago, and that's why I moved. So far, there's 3 or 4 things that feel to me like we're not having a good understanding. And I'm not kidding. I'm not talking anymore until they stop the tape and we take a break.
Well, relax. We'll just and see if you still feel uncomfortable. Let me know, all right?
I'm not going to do this right now. I'm always grateful to come and talk to people about new ideas, and it's lovely to talk about my book. But this conversation does not feel comfortable. And to start a half hour late and for it not to be comfortable feels to me like it's not supposed to happen today.
Oh, so are you saying that you don't want to?
I'm saying I'm done today. I think I
are?
said it 3 times now. I'm not talking today about this. If we want to try again, we can. I can send you questions that make me feel comfortable. So far as, am I afraid of black people? Nope. So far as do I think white people are superior? Nope. So far, doesn't feel like a good conversation.
I'm a little surprised to hear you say that because you said that one of the problems with culture is that, and Republicans and Democrats, that they don't sit and agree and disagree and talk about things anymore. You said that they tend not to do that. It looked like you're about to do the same thing.
I'm about to stop talking because I could go to any room in the world, any room in the country, any room. I also get to have the ferocious courage to say, I'm not comfortable. So I'm not comfortable right now.
I know, but you're not showing ferocious courage by running.
I'm not running. I'm just not comfortable. And I'm not going to do it.
What does that
right
mean
now.
You're not comfortable? I don't know what it means.
I think you know what it means. I think it means that I'm not comfortable. It doesn't feel like it's a good dialogue this moment, and I would like to pause. We can try it again another time. I'd like that, but I can't do it right now. It doesn't feel comfortable to do it right now.
Amazing.
Like the product isn't going to represent what I'm trying to say. It doesn't feel that way.
But you're clearly saying what you're trying to say, and I'm just getting a better understanding to understand. Because you're helping me to understand the culture better.
If we're going to do it again, then I would send questions that help you know, like culture. What do I mean by white supremacy? What are the terms that I'm trying to use? And what's the message I'm trying to put in the world? I'm trying to put in the world a message of ferocious courage that allows for good conversations. And I'm also a human, and I'm saying this conversation doesn't feel to me like it's going how I would like it to go.
So before you run, can I ask you about some other part? Before you run, can I ask you about some other part of your book?
Not today.
Amazing.
I know. I just can't do it today. It doesn't feel right.
So you want me to ask only what you want me to ask? What you want to talk about?
I want to have a dialogue.
That's what we're doing.
Jesse Lee, I'm not going to talk more right now about it. I don't feel like it's going well, and I would like to stop.
Well, can we at least talk about you being a minister and what that like for you?
I'm a minister, and I'm an activist, and I'm standing up for myself right now and saying this doesn't feel comfortable.
What made you decide to become a minister?
I had 1 hour scheduled for this, and it's 3 minutes to 1 hour now. So it feels like it's not going to go as well as you or I would like, and I'd like us to pause and see if we can get it on the calendar again. That's what I'd like to do.
Well, I can't force you to stay, of course. I am a little surprised that you're running, but...
That you're saying I'm running is exactly why I'm not going to talk. Because you are putting a meaning on that is not true for me. I'm not
running mean that you have to leave, right? You're going to leave.
I'm saying I'm done. I'm saying... I scheduled this from 3 to 4. It's 3:58. I'm finished for today. That's not running. That's being finished. There's a connotation to running that doesn't feel comfortable. That's not what I'm doing. It's not going well. We're going to stop.
Can I at least ask you one more question before you go?
It depends on what it is.
About Obama. You mentioned Obama earlier. Can I ask you something about him?
We'll see. Go ahead. I'll ask it. We'll see if I'm going to answer it.
You said that you mentioned something about the president starting an insurrection, causing an insurrection. And I want to know, were you surprised when Obama caused the insurrection by using Black Lives Matter?
Obama didn't cause an insurrection. Obama didn't cause an insurrection.
Well, when you said...
I was talking about Trump.
Oh, you were talking about Donald Trump? Oh, I thought you meant Barack Obama. Remember when Black Lives Matter was chanting?
I'm seriously, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Whatever this is not what we're doing. I did not imply that the President Obama had an insurrection.
Oh, I thought when you said the president...
No, you didn't think that.
Yes, I did. I was thinking about when Black Lives Matter was chanting.
I'm really sorry that I'm going to go, but I really am going to go. And whoever plays this, cuts it up. If I see it in the world without having to approve it, I'm not going to be happy.
No, we're not going to cut it up. You got to worry. We'll present it as is.
We're not going to present, we're not going to play this tape anywhere.
You might not be able to play it, but I'm playing it.
No, you're not going to play it.
Yes, I am going to play it.
As well.
I'm sorry?
Why are you going to play something that didn't go well?
It's not. I mean, it's going well as far as I'm concerned. I thought we were having an amazing dialogue. I didn't expect you to
you're not having an amazing dialogue. You are misinterpreting what I'm saying.
I'm not interpreting at all. I'm just asking questions.
On purpose.
I'm just asking questions.
Beautiful people in the world, if you hear this, I'm Jackie Lewis. I'd love to talk with you later.
She ran. What the?